Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto E32s, and today I'll show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this phone. So, to get started, I'm gonna just mention that, as you can see, the phone I have right here is locked. It's locked using a pattern, which, if I'm correct, will not really matter throughout the process. We can obviously unlock it using that or using the Google account, but assuming we don't know either of those, I'll now show you how you can get rid of it. So to get started, we're gonna first connect to Wi-Fi network. So you want to progress. If you're at the very beginning, go forward till you get to this page, select your network, connect to it, and from there back out again to the very beginning of the setup. From here you're gonna select vision settings and then talkback, and you're gonna enable it. Probably muted too.
Talkback on.
There we go.
Welcome to Talkback. Welcome to Talkback.
So I like to turn down the volume just because it's a little bit distracting to me, but it's not a requirement. So if you don't feel the need to, you don't need to. Now, once you have this page open, you will see that the text right here is selected and the talkback is just reading what's in that field right here. So with that in mind, just simply draw a mirrored L in that box. Select while using talkback by double tapping on it. Then single tap, use voice commands, and before you double tap on it, I'm going to quickly mention what we will need to say. This will need to be audibly told to the device. So once you double tap on it, you will hear a beep, at which point you want to say open Google Assistant. It will give you two more beeps, one that it accepted your voice command and another one that it's Google Assistant is now listening to, at which point you want to say open YouTube. So I will do that right now and you can hear and see how I'm doing it. Open Google Assistant. Open YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
And there we go. Pretty simple. Now, once YouTube is open, you want to hold volume up and volume down.
Press and hold both.
Select turn on, double tap, and then hold these two keys once more.
Talkback off.
This will now allow us to use the display normally. From here, tap on the account icon, navigate to settings. From here, about, and then Google privacy policy. No thanks, or accept and continue and no thanks, and then right at the top, you want to type HardReset.Info/bypass. Like this. If you need a moment, pause the video. From here, you want to scroll down to the Settings app. Click on it. Navigate to Apps. See all 35 apps or however many it is for you. And from here, we're going to now look for Google Play services. Actually, first we're going to look for Android setup. So there we go. It's right at the top. Select Force Stop and OK. And go back and look for Google Play services right over here. Disable app and force stop. And go back twice, no, 3 times. And now we need to enable accessibility. So we get to accessibility and we're looking for accessibility menu. Toggle it on, allow, and got it. And from here, we're just gonna back out to the beginning of the setup. There we go. From here, progress through it. And here we're going to back out. Once you see the don't copy button, this will take us back to the Wi-Fi connection page. And in here, I'm going to tap on the accessibility menu button. That will basically this button right over here. Then you want to select assistant, settings, enable, go back. And I think we're good to go. So accept and continue. And voila, we should have access to our home screen. Now, before you go clicking off the video thinking that we're done, we're not done just yet. There's one last thing that we need to do. I just want to quickly go over what we just did. So when we went back to the Wi-Fi connection page, you enabled Google Play services. Now, for me, it took me only one try. So I want to point that out. This is not the norm. You might get it by the first try, which would be very nice. But chances are, for the most part, you probably will be spamming these the Google Assist, the button, then Assistant, then Settings, and so on, till you manage to get the button to enable. Once you enable it, you go back, and then you select on the Wi-Fi page to set it up offline. And this allows you to finish up the entire setup without verifying anything, as you just seen. And once you have access to the home screen, you want to navigate to your settings. Scroll all the way down to System, Reset Options, Erase all data, and press on that button once again. This will perform a factory reset of your device, which is a required step as a last one, just to fully get rid of all the protection that is on this device. So the previously used Google account and, in my case, pattern. Once the reset is finished, it just kind of removes all of it when it's being done through settings, and the device will become fully unlocked. Unfortunately, you will be taken back to the setup of the device, but at that point you can go through that setup however you want. You won't need to do any kind of bypassing like we did right now. It will be just a typical setup as any kind of brand new device would have. So there we go. So like I said, press on this button as a last step, and at that point you're finished. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.